and realize why you're paying so much for water. So they're trying to prevent wastage of water. That's the point. Okay, not life-threatening. The regulation says it must comply with SANS 10254, and those regulations fall under SANS. So yeah, they do have authority over it because it's in the bylaw and it's been approved by government. So we have to stick to it. Why are you worried about your place? No.
I don't own a property, I'm clear. I just think that if something has been doing its thing for years and years and it's been working well.
So we agree with you. We agree with you because laws are not retroactive. The thing is, was it done properly when it was put in years ago? So most old installations, and we have found geysers from 1960 that are still in use and still working. Those installations were done by proper artisans, perfectly neatly, lovely. So if we do an inspection on a property and the geyser is older than 2012, I'm just giving that date out there, that's the year that TP valve overflows had to be not longer than 4 meters and couldn't have 90-degree bends and all of that. If we do an inspection on a geyser and the geyser is older than 2012, we're not going to call those things. Okay? We won't call those things as faults, because when it was installed, it was compliant. Even the council inspector, if he was a private plumber at that time and gone and done that installation, he would have done it just like that. So we won't call it. But most companies are calling up-to-date regulations, which shouldn't be done. Every now and again, our plumbers forget to look at the date, and we have to remind them, and if we pick it up, we change it. So we don't need to do it in that scenario. But the geysers are very important. There's a lot of potential wastage of water that can occur from them. And there's a whole lot of, I'm not going to go into all the little details that we look for, but they must comply with those two standards. And then let's go back to the next one. Water pipes in the plumbing installation, especially within the roof, must be properly saddled. This sounds like such an easy thing, but it's not. Okay? Some roofs, the timbers are very far apart. Now, there's a requirement in the regulation that pipes must be saddled at certain distances. What happens if the beams are further apart? Now you've got to put in beams to brace and to be able to saddle onto. In some areas, the city's water inspectorate, and I'm glad I'm putting on this video, I hope they listen to it one day, they're going completely over the top with saddling. Sometimes we see a piece of pipe that's from here going through a wall this far away, and they want extra timber put in to support that. It's ridiculous. Okay? So we are dealing with them. We've written to them over and over. But this can be a costly item if there's a lot of pipes in the roof and we have to put timber in as well. Okay? There's a lot of labor involved. Sometimes we have to put in 40, 50 saddles in a roof. Now you're knocking in the saddle and they didn't plaster the ceiling properly, so now the little things fall out. You've got other repairs to do. So we try to use screws where possible rather than to use nails, which can cause problems. Then the water meter records the flow of water when water is drawn and does not register when consumption stops. So there's two types of leaks on a property. Those you can see, those you can't see. If we pick up a leak, that's covered in one of the other points we'll get to now,